on, everybody? Welcome to the Other Brothers podcast, a part of the Supernova Brothers YouTube channel. We actually are joined with my brother today, who, instead of filming an episode with me this week, we decided to jump in here and get with the other brothers. So we're going to have a little bit of a crossover, and they can go to Aaron because it's kind of like a Flash and Green Arrow crossover on the CW, and we know I like it. We all love that. That's always a good time. Not anymore, though. So we're going to get where we left off last week. I wanted to talk a little bit about Paul and Aaron's experience in Chicago when Michael Jordan was in there running shit. They were relatively young, but still enough time. Aaron, not so much. Paul more so, because I think Paul's a year or two older than me.
Yeah, I'm 30.
All right, you're 2 years older than me. So I'm sure he's heard some shit, been around some shit, seen some shit, heard some shit. But the one thing I could say about Michael Jordan, he didn't have a gambling problem. And I will say that to my grave.
LeBron doesn't have a gambling problem?
Nope. I didn't say LeBron. LeBron doesn't have a problem really. I'm just saying, hypothetically, throw it out there. Michael Jordan doesn't have a gambling problem.
You know Aaron's going to bring up the gambling problem. That's why the defense is for LeBron.
So, Paul
does.
How does he have a gambling problem?
This is you. Tell us about the experience. Like, do the best you can.
I mean, I didn't really. Granted, I was alive and well and all that when he won. I mean, I can honestly tell you, I could only remember '98, the last one.
Okay.
That's about it. But I mean, it was like yesterday.
Well, you didn't go to any games or anything, did you?
No, I didn't go to any games. I do remember that when they won in Utah, Aaron's dad was at the United Center watching the game at the United Center. I was at home with my mom watching it.
That's pretty sad.
Aaron's dad definitely got more of the ride around fun.
We're gonna have to get Pop Artists on the podcast now. I need to know more about this. I need to know about the Utah Jazz game.
Yeah. You don't want that. He's gonna be on my side. He's gonna be on Jordan, is it?
I don't know. He did have me on Facebook like day one.
Jordan broke his heart like twice.
Yeah.
Man,
facts.
Dude had a gambling problem.
So, Aaron, I know you were pretty young, but do you remember anything at all? Or
same thing I always say, man. It just seemed like he was a god, you know. Everybody was named after him. There's a lot of Jordans named in '98.
We do have a Jordan.
Yeah,
we do know a Jordan. Well, let's get opinions. Because Aaron and I, on the first episode of Brothers, I don't know why I keep saying it right. I've been on this podcast. The issue was LeBron, Michael Jordan. So let's get other opinions. So we got Ian here. We got Paul. Let's see. So what's your take?
I just want to go off what you first said. If the question was who has a gambling problem, and it was A, LeBron James,
that wasn't,
or B, Michael Jordan, which one are you going to pick?
Well, LeBron doesn't have a gambling problem. He gives away a lot of money to charity, and he built that school.
Yeah, obviously LeBron doesn't have one. Who bets on shit?
I do.
Or like
I bet on marbles.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. I bet on marbles.
I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's a hobby.
Oh,
you're crazy. It's a difference.
Well, Michael Jordan definitely better.
LeBron don't got a fishing team out here, winning tournaments. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it's a hobby for Jordan because we're out here buying Jordan, so he has enough money, so it doesn't look bad. Yeah. And,
well, so does LeBron. LeBron's got a lifetime contract with Nike.
But no one's out here like, he got them.
Yeah, nobody's killing anybody over Nike.
That's true. I'm not about that. Like, the LeBrons are ugly as fuck, but, you got them fresh J's.
They look heavy.
Yeah, they look more like basketball shoes.
Boots.
They're basketball shoes.
I know, but they look heavy.
I find it crazy that Jordan's like, yo, you guys are going to hate me after The Last Dance. It's going to be so bad. Here's a good 10 episodes everything good.
And we just love him more.
Yeah, just love him.
What did he?
We could debate it whether or not he has a gambling problem. He
He
doesn't.
didn't really do anything. The only bad thing about the whole podcast, the whole documentary about him was the whole Horace Grant thing. Besides that, what?
Nah, if he came out and he was like, yeah, my dad died because, they took a hit out because I owed some money and this fucking gambling thing,
Yeah.
and everyone would hate him.
What about the
Well, yeah,
rumor that he
that's-
was, he was suspended for a year and a half? That was the
But
fake
okay, so
retirement.
we're getting more on like the off the court stuff, but on court, like Michael
Well,
Jordan had it. Like he was
Yeah.
way better.
Everyone does what Michael does. Oh, what Michael did. No one has done anything new except for Steph,
Yeah.
and Steph's not a better player. So it's fine.
Ooh. Who does
Nobody's
LeBron look
going-
up to? Who does LeBron look up to? That's the
I believe he looks up to the same person who wears what's that
Number
what's that
23.
famous number? What's that famous number, Paul?
2-3.
Oh yeah, 23. Yeah. Except for the time he went to Miami, because Miami had it retired. It's the only time he couldn't wear it. That was the only time he actually showed that he was like.
He was trying to get that number
Better.
retired, like throughout the league.
Okay.
What don't matter? I don't give a
That's
fuck.
why he's
The
changing.
point,
That's why he's changing his number. That's why he's changing his number for next
he
season.
wants to change. He can't.
He's
There's
going
too
back to
much
6.
branding behind 23 that he can't change it.
I think
They're gonna buy it all out.
better at 6. I think
Well,
go back to 6.
Again, it's not about off court stuff. It's about what Michael Jordan does way better than LeBron James on the court, and it showed when we did less of the rings. We looked at the Finals MVPs. We looked at my favorite award, the one that Aaron sleeps on, the Defensive Player of the Year. Paul, how many times has Michael Jordan won a Defensive Player of the Year?
How hard was it for his size to win Defensive Player of the Year?
Well, have you heard Aaron's argument?
Giants.
Have you heard
Oh,
Aaron's
yeah,
argument?
there was no talent.
Aaron,
according
tell
to
them what you said about the 90s.
Yeah, there's no talent in the 90s. But
Wow.
you know what? You know what, though?
Thank you.
It's not that there. You know what? It's not that there's no talent. It's
No,
just the
The
fact that
guards were deep.
Jordan had
Guards
the
were
top 2 players of the decade, while everybody else was already owed, already won their ring.
I feel like the centers in the 90s were way deeper than the guards.
Yeah, I mean, but there was players that are always by themselves, like Charles Barkley. We always talk about Charles Barkley. Dude's sad, low key, depressed because everybody wants to bring up Jordan every time they see him, and he was by himself. What help did he have?
He's modern day James Harden.
He's the probably.
He'll never win a ring.
You don't think James Harden?
Okay. I was thinking to myself, like, that's 2 completely different games you just compared there.
No, like not play like, just like great person, great like player.
James Harden definitely will never win a ring.
James
what
Harden
I think
has
so.
James Harden's Michael Jordan without prison.
James Harden, like
This is the
James
last
Harden
week
has
ever.
no defense.
No defense. Like LeBron, and that's the thing. LeBron has good defense, but Michael Jordan has very good defense and a defense player of the year to back up for it. So where's LeBron's? Now
I do
Aaron
think
did
that
make a
changes
defense.
it.
Who was it? It was Dwight Howard. The Dwight Howard year he won.
Dwight Howard took it, but man, I'm again take out that hand checking. I don't know. I
give you
put
that.
Michael-
I give you that the defense was different back then than it is now. But the defense now is in your advantage. If anything,
Yes.
on offense.
Yes.
they
I
made
think it
rules
was on
for
offense.
Jordan.
Yes. In a sense,
Yeah.
yes, because he was the poster child. Yeah.
I think Jordan would be getting a lot more points. I just don't think that his defense will be as good because the hand checking is gone. And if you take away Pippen, the person who, when Jordan gets cooked, put Pippen on him. Then,
No, we take away Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. He doesn't win a championship down in Miami. Am I wrong or am I right, Paul? I'll let you answer first.
You mean, are you right? Or, are you right? Or
am I right or am I wrong? If he goes to Miami without Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, he wins a championship. Right or wrong?
Negative. He does not.
Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh aren't in Miami. LeBron's there by himself.
It's a tough go.
Is he winning or losing?
Actually, else is down their spot.
Exactly. He's going to be in the same situation he was in Cleveland.
Did all right.
Yo, Ian. is Chris
See,
Bosh or
it's
Dwayne Wade
those two.
any better than Pippen? If you had to rank Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and Scottie Pippen, who are you putting at the top? Is it close?
Defensively, I'd probably go Chris, Pippen, Wade.
Ooh. Okay. You weren't expecting that, weren't you? He Chris Bosh though, or Raptors Chris Bosh?
Raptors.
Yeah, no. You thought it? No, I was ready for that one. Nah, what?
You gotta do it right.
Chris Bosh like that. I can't do Chris Bosh like that. I'm gonna leave him alone. You guys got that, man. Look, I just, man, LeBron's been in the league for a long time. I could give you almost 2 decades of highlights. I can only give you 6 for Jordan. I don't.
Okay. Got a whole 10 episodes of highlights. Come on now.
Yeah, and those 10 episodes were in some 6 years, you know. But hey,
LeBron's more episodes than years, Aaron.
He's not consistent.
There's more episodes than years.
I think LeBron has to do a lot more than Jordan ever had to do on those Bulls teams. But I mean, what can you do? You got to work with what you get. And today, I'm gonna give you guys that LeBron got to do better. So hopefully, when this league starts back up, you know, we get another one. You know, 4.
So there was something.
1 step closer.
So
Kyrie don't stop the season from starting.
Yeah. So before we end this segment, do you have anything else to touch about Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Ian?
No.
Paul?
No.
So then go on what you said about Senior Irving, Mr. The World is Flat.
Oh, Kyrie.
Kyrie's trying to stop the season from starting pretty much. He's willing to risk it all. I just find it crazy that Kyrie now wants the season to stop when KD says a week ago that he no longer wants to play this season. I don't know. I'm not trying to say he's scared. I'm just trying to say that he's always been trash.
I just find it funny, the guy who always voices out his opinion on social media, and he's the guy who always thinks he's right, and a guy who is the stirrer of controversy. And you can see it. I'll do it with my left hand. He's literally like a fucking witch stirring up a cauldron ready to set a spell because she's just a fucking asshole. Like that's what he does. He's a stirrer of controversy. Like he'll do anything he can to make sure he's the center of attention. That's why he left Cleveland. That's why he again went to Boston and then got himself practically pushed the fuck out of the place. Bro, and now he's in Brooklyn being an asshole.
And he's hurt. He's not even probably going to play if the season were to come back.
Okay.
He's fucking hurt. It don't make sense.
Well, I don't know.
He thinks that we're on a flat earth. He thinks that there's a virus here and there's nowhere else to go.
I'm reading the article, and it says that he asked can he sit in the stands and cheer his teammates? If he could use the sauna as rehab. Yeah. Those were his questions of concern.
I just think that's ridiculous. Like, dude, if you don't want to be part of the team or you don't want to be a part of the team, just you can't pay $1 million. Just fucking play. Like, obviously, you went through the precautions to make sure everything was good. Like, why you gotta fuck it up? Like, it's for the fans. It's not.
Yeah, they're also worried about. They're saying that if basketball starts back up, it's going to take the focus off of the Black Lives Matter protests and all that. That's just a way for them to shadow what's really going on and all that other stuff. Good old Steven Jackson out here giving everybody a piece of his mind.
I do love Steven Jackson for that, though. Like, though we may hate it for this, but that guy knows what he's talking about. He cares. He's very passionate about it. I gotta show a lot of respect to Steven Jackson.
Look, man, they're getting paid way too much to say, you know what, we don't want to play because we're going to go protest. They're still they can say whatever they want to say while they're playing. It's still going to be filmed. So
They only have to play a couple games.
Yeah, it's not like it's wild.
Just finish it up.
And I think what they're going to do, and I don't know if you've read the article, Paul, because Paul's our Google guy on the show. The one about, what was it? They were talking about it's going to be 8 games, and then it's going to be elimination from there, I guess, to fill a playoff. Or I think that's what I read earlier. I'm trying to remember off my memory.
Yeah, I mean, the approval was 22 teams, 8-game wrap up to the regular season, followed by a play-in tournament.
And it's just going to be those 22 teams. But are they going to do it like the West is going to play the West? They're going to do it interchangeable. I don't think they specified that in the article.
They didn't really say anything about exactly what the specified like.
Well, what they're doing is they're going to have everyone, all 22s are going to play 8 games to give the seeds, and then whoever obviously finishes least on. Well, I guess the West is the one the most, and then there's 9 teams in the East, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be watching Raw because I was telling somebody earlier, and they was like, I can't believe you said that. Like, and I understood what it was, and I don't like basketball about the Dallas Mavericks going to make a push. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
I'd buy the NBA League Pass just to watch that.
Oh, I would too.
Just to watch the rest of the league.
It's enough games.
We all check that and we'll watch it.
Well, the thing is it's only good for those 8 games. Then all the playoff games are usually televised, aren't they?
I don't know if it's all televised. Yeah.
It might all be televised because we haven't had sports in fucking forever.
You're right.
So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, really. Like, I really didn't want the whole season to come to an end because Dallas was really picking up a lot of momentum coming to the end. So, it is what it is.
Going to lose to the Lakers.
I think they're going to beat the Lakers. Because right now Luka's 0-2, maybe 0-3. I think they're ready for like a Cinderella story, and that's it. Dallas versus LA. Dallas beats LA, advances in the playoffs. That'd be wild to see. I'm just saying if it happens, it happens.
It's a great imagination. It's a great imagination.
I got to keep my imagination big, man. I've been a Timberwolves fan too long. Once Kevin Durant said he doesn't trust the team, I can't trust the team. I'm not trusting the fucking team. I'm serious.
We see how that went with the Steelers. So I mean,
I love the Steelers. I mean, if you were talking about the Pirates, yeah.
Well, we trust the Packers. There's no trust there.
Yeah, your team's owned by fans. I trust the Bears more than the Packers. They're still ran by more
players. Trust.
Like, I barely trust the Bears.
I don't know. You can say you don't trust. I can't trust the Packers. I do trust the Packers. I mean, we're in the playoffs like almost every year. We're like the Spurs.
They did Aaron Rodgers dirty.
About it.
They did. Aaron Rodgers dirty.
Real dirty.
There's no trust in that.
There's zero trust.
They said, here we go. We're going to give you a quarterback that you're going to mentor before we fucking kick you out.
They got Drake. No new friends playing in the locker room. No new friends.
Hey, man. It is what it is. He has to. Who knows? 2 years. I give Aaron Rodgers 2 years, then maybe you need to go.
Think two?
A year or two.
Pancake?
I mean, dude, he gets hurt a lot too.
Yeah. All right, can you stay on topic here? Jesus Christ.
Nah, he's solid.
Yeah, that's what you guys just use eyes to do this while we talk. Sorry, Aaron.
It's all right, man. The Packers would be great. We have our 3-way bet for the NFL? Which team would do better? I don't know if Paul wants that.
Yeah.
I think the Bears might be better than
Steelers,
the Packers.
Bears,
just-
and Packers.
I'm just hoping we go above 500.
I just find it crazy that the two people with teams that didn't even get 13 wins are over here talking about my team. Like,
I'm sorry. This is before we found out you're pushing out your all-star quarterback.
we went 13-3 last season.
And you pushed out your quarterback.
Who did we
And
lose
you
to?
didn't win shit.
Who did we lose
But
to?
the
Oh, the
division.
49ers. The team that was wrecking everybody. That's who we lost
Who?
to. All right.
The same guy who said the Browns were going to win the NFL championship. And then they're like, no, let me make a realistic answer. Whatever we went through it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, no. But the Browns will. Come on. Hey, look at them. Look at them. They're not in the news for anything bad. I mean, Odell was over there in the news last year for anything. He would walk across the street and they'd be like, Odell, wilding out. He's walking across the street. He didn't look both ways.
Cam Newton was working out with Odell. Watch out. Cam might go to Cleveland.
Oh, don't say that. It's like a Teddy Bridgewater situation. Because they got Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if they trade Kyle.
Last of our rating.
I don't know. Philip Walker's going to be deep. Baltimore.
Yeah, you got a lot more to worry about.
Well, we did NFL pre-show last week, and I picked actually Baltimore to win the division. I think they're going to win the division very easily.
Yeah, probably.
But the Steelers are going to finish 9-7.
You might have like a Cam Newton year.
Yeah.
Wait,
I still think the Steelers might be in the option to get Cam Newton. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys think Big Ben's coming back? That dude's been on.
He's come back this season, depending how he feels. I don't know if he's coming back next year. I really don't.
I haven't
games
seen
Aaron
going to retire.
Aaron, you want how many games over under?
We
we betting this live on Vid? Let's do it. I'll do it. What we got?
Come
on,
he
Paul.
doesn't play more than 5 games
Mm.
before he either gets hurt or gets replaced.
I'll take the under on that.
Oh, man. Yo, wait. You think Mitch
What's
will
the
be
bet?
replaced before Ben? Mitchell Trubisky or Ben Roethlisberger?
I think Mitchell.
Oh, I like that one better. I'll take Ben Roethlisberger over Mitch Trubisky on that one.
I think Mitch plays more games than they're too dedicated to Mitch. It don't
I
matter.
think Nick Foles will get that call before Mitch.
I think I go with Mitch. I think Mitch will play more games.
Mitch is
Get
gonna
the
play more
fuck out
games
of
than
here.
Ben.
Dude, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Mitch is gonna
You're
definitely play
wildin'.
more games than Ben.
No, you're wilding, bro.
He's played more
Ben's
games
gonna
than
fuck
the
up
last.
Ben's gonna fuck up a knee or an ankle week 3 or 4.
I don't know.
Better hit him with a,
Yeah.
my stomach hurts.
All right, no.
He might not have played the first 4 games. Just make it through the year.
Bro, the dude said he wanted to retire like the last 3 years. Like he should have just stayed home with COVID. He
I saw him
should just stay home.
working out. I was like, fuck. Man, I can't get someone.
Yeah, they go ahead and play Ian in. He could be a quarterback. It'll be just as good as Ben.
Our back.
Miles Garrett about to be the
I think
highest paid
Devlin
rusher.
Hodges is still good. He just needs
that's
more
good.
work.
The man that knocked your quarterback with a helmet's about to be the highest paid rusher.
What did he say to him to get his fucking head knocked off
fucking
by his
I don't even know.
helmet? He had to say something.
I don't know. Miles Garrett might just want to hit him.
I told him fuck. He's like, I don't care what he said, but whatever, man.
Yeah.
Got his head knocked off.
No, he
Greg,
definitely
what
said
the fuck
something
are you doing over there, man?
because he took that helmet. He started swinging like he looked like he really wanted to kill that dude.
No, it was a bad situation. It was something that in 2019 I never thought I was going to see. I mean, where do you think taking your helmet off and swinging at another gentleman is the right thing to do?
Whoa, no, he didn't take his helmet off. He took the quarterback's helmet off.
Rudolph got knocked with his own fucking helmet, guy.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't think that happens if Rudolph doesn't run back at him. Like if he doesn't run back at him, lets the lineman just push Garrett away. I don't see Garrett trying to run back. But stupid games wins you stupid prizes. Got knocked in the head of his helmet. That needs to be like a move in like some type
That was
of
the
like
funniest thing
fighting
I've
game.
ever seen.
Well, I don't want to cut this short, but we're getting pretty off topic here, and we do want to get into one more thing before we come. We're going to make this somewhat of a short episode for you guys. But PS5, I did my video on it. What'd you guys thought? I want to talk with Aaron first. We'll go with Paul last, okay? Because I like Paul's reaction when I said that, so I want to hear what he said. And I know Aaron's got some hot stuff to get off his chest.
I think it looks so ugly. And I'm gonna try to like when I saw the iPhone 11 with the 3 cameras, I thought
Oh,
it would
you
be
were
ugly
hating
too.
that.
I was like, that's so ugly, and then I'm using the iPhone 11 right now, so it's like
Facts.
but and it kind of grew on me. But man, I don't know. I just think it looks weird. It looks like the router. It looks like people were saying right.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it looks like a fancy little skyscraper. But then,
my favorite meme of it is the one of it being Kaiba's head. I was like, I see that.
It killed it with the Kaiba.
It does look just like it.
I didn't like the Cell one. The Cell one, I was like, nah, it doesn't look like it.
I like
But
the other one.
the Kaiba one was spot
When
on.
it's the fucking the fan thing.
Oh yeah,
It looks just like the fan.
it looks exactly like the
Mhm.
thing. It was,
Yeah.
And then it looks even weirder on the side. Like when they showed it, you could put it sideways. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that looks even more weird. And it's really tall. If you go by, they didn't say. I don't think they said how tall it is, but they do like a little image comparison that people
But if
do.
you compare
And
I don't even believe that comparison though.
I mean,
if you compare it to the Xbox One X, the Xbox One X looks like a router, like a big, thick fucking router.
But look, here's the thing about the Xbox One X is like, okay, do you do what PlayStation did and try to do something crazy to hopefully people like, or do you do something like just plain and classic and just people will be able to fit it on their shelves? I don't even know. I might have to get a new shelf just to put the PlayStation on. I don't think
I really haven't thought about it too much, but if you think about it, like I think all of us have PS4 Pros except for Ian, right? Aaron, you have a regular PS4.
Aaron don't got one. Aaron got a
But even on the regular PS4s and possibly even on yours, like them little fans on the side, man, do they get fucking dusty up quick, and they're thick. They get them with like a compressed air and shit.
Yeah.
And the one thing I'm worried about, or I think may be better than the past PS3 and PS4, because they both kind of had that issue, is I'm hoping those are like some real thick parts in there where you can kind of get there with a Q-tip and like get that little bit of dust and shit out, rather than having to fucking do like individual squares that are like the size of your fingernail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the first thing when I was watching it. I was like, where's the fans? I'm like, where's the fans? I'm like, my PS4 sounds like an airplane. Like they should have. They keep trying to put it in design a certain way, and I don't know if that's gonna work, but it looks like it's just that inside part of the system, like the blue is where the fans are. I'm assuming that's what they look like, and I'm just I don't know, man. I hope it. I need to see that PS4 in like a different color. I need to see it in like maybe in a black, red, maybe a blue. And I do wonder. Yeah, I do wonder if that light, the blue light, that would be really cool if the blue light changes color, like the controller light changes color, like while you're playing.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool. But
I'll tell you one thing. Compared to the little fake shit that they brought out and kept saying was similar to what it's supposed to be, I think the one that they revealed looks a lot better than that piece of shit one that they were showing and spreading all over the internet. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't the best. I don't know. I think they tried doing too much with the style, but I mean, it is what it is.
It was like
remember how the first PS3 looked? It didn't have nothing open, but that big ass dinosaur looks similar to what the PS5 looks like. Just
we got to know a lot about the console itself, but what do you guys think about the games? Like, what games stuck out to you? I know Aaron, I think, mentioned the Spider-Man a little bit earlier, but
Yeah, I mean, those are a lot of games that we don't. Well, at least me, I don't really play them. Like I played God of War and all them special ones, but I don't really. I'm really mainly shooter and sports games. So a lot of them games are one player games, adventure games, and I don't really. Only one I liked the most was Spider-Man. That's about it. Ratchet and Clank look pretty decent too.
I didn't really look at the games, but I could assume that there was Spider-Man, God of War.
It was not God of War.
Assume there's going to be a God of War.
The Resident Evil
Last of Us.
Decent.
Last of Us was on there.
Resident Evil?
But they had released new
Resident
Evil
Village.
Sorry, Paul, God.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Love Resident Evil.
Yeah, I think are they going back to that first person they did with Resident Evil? What was that, Extinction?
I don't know. It looked like I don't even think you could really tell from the. I didn't really see all the review and reveal for it, but I mean, it was mainly it showed mainly like clips and shit from what I seen.
I love all the remasters they've been putting out, so keep doing it.
You know what I think was really important throughout that whole announcement? The 15 seconds of 2K of 2K20 with extra sweat. They had Zion out there sweating, freaking
bro.
Like, what was that?
I seen like I watched that video over and over again. That shit looks. So you play 2K and you be talking a lot. You be talking a lot of shit about 2K, but that Zion video did look raw.
Do you
look damn near real?
And I'm glad you three are here. I can discuss this with. Do you feel like in this whole review that you're watching NBA Live 2021 or 2020? Yeah, 2021. Because when I'm looking at the way this character's moving around, the first thing coming to mind is, please don't fuck with the way you made the characters look. Because they made him look pretty authentic, but Zion looks a lot bigger than what they showed. Like, he looked like he was shrunken for an NBA Live 2021.
Yeah,
Paul's thinking about it. I can see it.
You keep saying NBA Live. I didn't see an NBA Live, but I seen an NBA.
No, I know. But I'm saying, when you see him do the animation, first thing I think of is, why does this dude look like he's an NBA Live 21?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Aaron, can you agree? Like, I think this is something that you and I can kind of agree on.
Yeah.
Because Aaron and I kind of could speak the little graphics and 2K and shit.
Yeah,
and one thing when we were bitching about, I think it was an NBA Live they gave us for free. What was it, NBA Live 18? We downloaded it. This is trash.
Yeah, like the character, like the body models on NBA Live, like they kind of seemed weird, but like it's like when you try to be too accurate with how a character like really looks, when you do the animations, it just doesn't work out right. So
Not at all.
I don't know. One thing I will say is you shouldn't get a 2K that comes before the next gen, because it's usually just a 2K before.
Exactly.
It's like changed up a little bit to fit, and then the next one after will probably be way better. Which is probably why they had a 20-second trailer of just Zion staring and then doing a dunk. But you didn't even see the dunk; you just saw the rim fall. Which I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But I think that's all we have for you guys today. So if you guys can, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're trying to get at least 20 to 30 likes on this video. I'm trying to get my like counter up. I want to know everyone's watching, everyone's enjoying what we're doing. So we've been working pretty hard. Aaron's working pretty hard. Paul's taking time out of his work schedule and spending time with his family to be a part of this, which is important to me. Tons of fun over here. He hasn't been here for a while, but he's here. Hoping to get some Brian. I want to get you and Brian on the podcast one time. I think he would like that a lot, actually. And I'll talk about that. And without any ado, you can find me at @GhostNameGreg on Twitter, or follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheGhostNameGreg. And Ian, what's your social media?
Binotto at Twitter. Then I think just Ian Binotto on Instagram.
Paul?
PaulyDG89 on Twitter. Snap is PDG1203. And
did you make the not even produced yet?
No, I didn't. And just not even trying, bro, on Twitch. That'd be cool.
Twitch.tv/not even trying, bro. Find some good gameplay coming from Aaron. You still playing Call of Duty?
It's horrible gameplay. Somewhat.
That's not bad.
Somewhat.
Get him on that 2K when shit's not fucking gay as hell and he's golden. But that's it for the other Banana Bros. Crossing over with the Super Banana Bros. It was cool, guys. I'm glad everyone had fun. And make sure you guys like and comment and show support. Love you guys.